The Marineford Arc, also known as the Marine Headquarters Arc, is the fourth part of the Summit War Saga and the 22nd story arc of One Piece. In this arc, Luffy and his gang break out of Impel Down, but just miss catching Ace before he's whisked away to Marineford, the Marines' HQ. So what do? They rush to Marineford, where chaos is brewing. Whitebeard is about to throw down, other pirates have their own sneaky plans, and Luffy finds himself way over his head in this epic clash of titans. It is like a massive wild party where everyone wants to be the host, but Luffy just can't catch a break. Brotherhood's Promised Day arc. The clock is ticking for Ed and Alice's father. The big bad homunculus prepares his grand scheme. Alliances are forged, secrets are revealed, including Hohenheim's surprising past, and sacrifices are made. Meanwhile, Mustang's crew is up to some explosive antics, and a tiny sun might just be the key to everything. Overall, the Promised Day arc reveals the real twisted plans of the father and also provides a befitting finale to the series. The Chimera Ant Arc is officially the sixth, well, actually fifth, story arc in Hunter x Hunter, and it is the longest one yet. It follows Gon and Killua as they reunite with Kite and discover that a species of ants, the Chimera ants, are munching on humans. Talk about a creepy crawling nightmare. Eventually, Gon and Killua join the Hunter Association's extermination team, which is sent in to deal with this bizarre new threat to humanity. Buckle up, because things get seriously intense. It's quite rare to see such a level of moral complexity in an action anime like Hunter x Hunter. Pain's Assault, or Two Saviors, where Pain goes on a rampage in Konohagakure looking for Naruto. Before this chaos, we get to see the epic sibling rivalry showdown, the fated battle between brothers. After Pain's havoc, the manga dives into the political drama of the Phi Kaga Summit. On the anime side, just before Pain's smackdown, we get Six Tails Unleashed, and right after all the Pain madness, the locus of Konoha kicks in. Somewhere in between, there is also this crazy fight where Taka takes on the Eight Tails, wrapping up the whole brotherly battle saga. The whole arc is a roller coaster of emotions and excitement. Moreover, it actually leaves a deeper impact on us as viewers with the subtle social messaging. The first big storyline in Bleach is the Soul Society arc, also known as the Ryoka Invasion arc. What makes it really pop is the way it builds up to the main events. The foundation for this arc is all about the bond between Rukia Kochiki and Ichigo, the first Soul Reaper he bumps into. The very first chapter and episode of Bleach are called Death and the Strawberry, which sounds pretty quirky, but actually nails the vibe of the opening. Ichigo Kurosaki and his odd but close relationship with the paranormal. Not to mention, the animation is absolutely banger. The Yotsuba Arc in Death Note was a roller coaster of major incidents. First off, we are hit with the shocking deaths of L and Watari, and see Light actually struggle against something. However, Light's genius was on full display here, showing just how far ahead he was thinking. He knew the risks of hanging on to the Death Note, so he gave it up, only for it to somehow find its way back to him in record time. The entire arc is full of goosebumps and suspense. Plus, it is the first time L gets a glimpse of the supernatural side of things, figuring out about the Shinigami. It is like the start of the end for Light, setting the stage for his eventual downfall. The Return to Shiganshina arc is where things get real in Attack on Titan. It is a homecoming, but not the fun kind with banners and potlucks, more like the "oh no, here come the giant man-eating titans again" kind. This is where it all went wrong, where those pesky titans first crashed the party and showed everyone just how terrifying they can be. Erwin Smith, our fearless leader, with the best eyebrows in the business, rallies the Survey Corps for a big counterattack. It is time to take back Shiganshina, and you know things are about to get intense when these guys roll up with their ODM gear and determination. It's just a combination of pure action, emotions, and drama. The Golden Age arc of Berserk is a certified classic. It's a compulsory watch if you want to become an Ultimate Sigma. Meet Guts, a lone wolf with a giant sword who gets tangled with Griffith, the super ambitious leader of a mercenary group called the Band of the Hawk, and probably the only baddest representation of femboys in pop culture.
Come here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
They fight together, become best buds, and the Hawks soar through the ranks, winning battles left and right. It's all glory, cheers, and maybe a little bit of Guts being annoyed by Griffith's dreaminess. But just when things are reaching a golden peak, a terrible fate blindsides everyone, leaving you screaming at the screen. It's a wild ride with amazing fights, deep characters, and a twist that'll punch you in the gut. Dark Tournament Arc. There is this crazy underground martial arts showdown called the Demon World Tournament in Yu Yu Hakusho. It is like the Olympics for bad guys, held on Hanging Neck Island. We have these 16 teams, each with 5 fighters, all ready to duke it out for glory, and probably some seriously sketchy prizes. It is organized by these shady human crime lords, and it attracts the nastiest demons from the spirit world. Rich folks show up to bet on the fights, while demons are just there for the bloodshed and the chance to make some wild wishes. And forget about playing nice. According to Kurama, mercy is as rare as a polite demon here. Anything goes, from cheap shots to downright dirty tactics. Hai sums it up best. The only rule is that the strongest fighter wins. However, it's not all action and battles, but there are quite a lot of emotional moments throughout. The Cell Sage has cemented Dragon Ball Z as one of the greatest anime. We just love to hate Cell. He was killing off our favorite characters way too easily, and it's safe to say that some methods were quite questionable. Anyways, Cell Saga saw one of the rare moments where we got to see Gohan reaching his peak and trying to stop Cell. It's just a heavy dose of testosterone-packed action and violence. With high stakes and a lot of characters at disposal, this arc is one of the best in terms of anime arcs. The Entertainment District Arc is the 8th story arc of Kimetsu no Yaiba. Tanjiro and the gang are on a mission with Hashira Tenjin Uzui to the flashy Entertainment District. But get this, Tenjin's ninja girls go missing. To crack the case, our heroes pull off the ultimate disguise. They dress up as ladies. Yep, you heard that right. It is like Mulan meets demon slaying. And just when they think they've got it all under control, bomb. The demon starts eyeing up the local courtesans. Talk about a wild night out. Shibuya Incident Arc of Jujutsu Kaisen. It is like all the cursed spirits and cursed users decided to throw a wild party. Mahito and Pseudo Gito were like, hey, let's seal Satoru Gojo and crash this sorcerer shindig. And boy, did they make an entrance. There were fights left, right, and center, like a chaotic dance-off with curses and sorcerers battling it out. Well, what surely they didn't know is what Gojo is. But then, just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, they dropped the bombshell. Brain-kun. Yeah, you heard that right. A literal brain calling the shots and puppeteering Gito's corpse. Talk about a plot twist. It is like, oh by the way, meet our new mastermind, Brain-kun. Stardust Crusaders. Back in 1983, Dio, the ultimate vampire, steals Jonathan Joester's body and resurfaces from the depths of the Atlantic Ocean. Dio has managed to manifest his stand and is more powerful than ever.
It's time to stop!
Now fast forward to 1987, and things are getting even wilder. Jonathan's descendants, Joseph Joestar, Holy Kujo, and Jotaro Kujo, suddenly find themselves engaged with Dio after decades because Jotaro's mom got some magical sickness. Not to mention, she is the ultimate MILF. Anyways, Jotaro's not wasting any time though, with his crew, Joseph, Avdol, and Keikyun. They are on a mission to Egypt to take down Dio and save Holy's life. Along the way, they bump into Polnareff, who's got a bone to pick with Dio over his sister's death. So yeah, it's basically a road trip of vengeance. Just some buffed up dudes on their quest to vengeance. The fourth great ninja war in Naruto was like the ultimate showdown of ninja power. It all started with Tobi, who we later find out is actually Obito Uchiha. Plot twist. His grand plan? Snatch up all 9-tailed beasts to pull off this moon's eye-planned gig. And when I say everyone got involved, I mean everyone. Every major ninja village and their squad rolled up ready for battle. It was like the Super Bowl of ninja warfare, except instead of touchdowns, they were scoring jutsu hits left and right. Paranormal Liberation War Arc is like the ultimate showdown between heroes and villains. Thanks to a tip-off from Hawks and some juicy intel from Tartarus, the heroes are all geared up and ready to take on the Paranormal Liberation front. It is like they are throwing down the gauntlet and saying, alright, villains, bring it on. And let me tell you, it is not just your run-of-the-mill skirmish. Nope, it is an all-out war, a clash of powers, ideals, and probably some really cool quirks. By the end of it all, the landscape of the hero world is gonna be totally flipped upside down.